today I'm going to go to Duna in Kerbal Space Program. I constructed this massive rocket here, which honestly took me a long time to construct. Like, there were lots of I constructed lots of different rockets, and most of them either just didn't have enough fuel to get off the ground with this heavy payload, or just flipped over during the ascent. So eventually I got the design right. So yeah, this was the design I settled on. So as you can see here, those SRBs are almost detached. If you look in the bottom right, you can see the amount of fuel that the solid fuel those solid rocket boosters have. So not much, as you can see there. Now we're punching through the upper layers of the atmosphere, and those SRBs are depleted of their fuel. So now we can continue with our core stage. Now once that has got us out of the atmosphere and out of fuel, we can detach that and move on to our second stage. Now the second stage is especially powerful and will get us to orbit and also to Duna. So yeah, both of those things. Detaching those fairings there, and there is the base in all of its glory. Look at that. It looks absolutely amazing, and it'll look way better when it's touched down on the surface though, guys. So yeah, a pretty good trajectory at the moment, but we're still going to re-enter the atmosphere, so we need to burn close to our apoapsis, or our highest point, to get into an orbit of Kerbin. So yeah, those beautiful visual mods just make it look so much better. I'm using Scatterer and Eve environmental visual enhancements. They make it look really good, honestly. Now we are in orbit. We can make a maneuver node that will get us to Duna. Now, I did have to play around with this for a long time, considering I launched at a Duna transfer window, which basically means I'm in the best spot to launch a Duna mission in simple terms, really. That's the simplest way I can explain it. But now, just before we do our burn to head off to Duna, we can extend the solar panels and those radiators, because we don't want our crew to experience any harmful radiation on the way to Duna, because they will be spending about 7 or 8 months, in space. So we don't want to look after our colonists. Yes, we do want to look after them. Now, as you can see, I am performing my burn that I planned with my maneuver node, and that will get us all the way to Duna. Oh gosh. Anyway, so we're performing that burn here. It's really nice, actually. This engine here is really powerful in a vacuum, but it's also, it's pretty efficient as well. As you can see, I was a little bit concerned about fuel. You can see the liquid fuel meter down there, but we were actually fine in the end. Now raising my apoapsis to intersect Duna's orbit and get a Duna encounter, and I just lowered that encounter quite a bit. And I actually didn't have to perform any mid-course corrections, because the encounter was just spot on, perfect, just above the atmosphere, just what I want. Now we are just time warping through deep space till we get to Duna. As you can see, the colonists there are having a great time in there. I'm sure they were having lots of fun on the way there. I wonder what they did. I wonder what they were doing. Anyway, but now we are performing our orbital burn, and now our descent. I crossfaded through that pretty quickly because it was pretty boring just burning to orbit. But there goes that transfer stage. Oh gosh, the recording is really loud with this one. But here we are, lighting up those vector engines, and those vector engines are going to get us to the ground with the help of about 8 parachutes. Now, you might be wondering why I need so many parachutes to slow us down enough, and that is because Duna's atmosphere and Mars's atmosphere in real life are extremely thin, so parachutes don't work as well as they would here on Earth, or I guess Kerbin in Kerbal Space Program, but anyway, and even with that, we still need to burn a bit with our engines before we touch down. Deploying those landing legs there, and as you can see from the habitation module, we are getting very close to the ground. Those are where 2 of the Kerbals are. The other 2 are in the cupola modules. I think that's what they're called. After a bit of a wonky touchdown, we are on the ground. And now it is time to safely detach those boosters. As you can see, they're flying off there. And the base is completely upright and complete... wrong footage, sorry. As you can see, a safe detachment of those boosters there, and the base is completely upright. as well. Okay, this is the wrong footage. This is the right footage. Sorry, I got that first try, guys. That was another mission that I did. Yeah, I never make mistakes in this game ever. Not happening. As you can see, we get some beautiful fireworks from those boosters there as they crash into the ground marvelously. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Just what beautiful explosions. This would not be a Kerbal Space Program video without explosions. Now we can transfer Adlock Kerman into the airlock. Kind of sounds similar. Anyway, but now he's in the airlock. We can EVA him, and now he is on Duna. And basically he has I think 8 months, 7 months, whatever, floating around in space in weightlessness. He's not very good at walking. Yeah, this is the first time he's touched solid ground, I guess, in about 7 months. So he's doing pretty well for that. Anyway, we can plant the flag here. And this isn't the first mission I've done to Duna. I remember doing a North Pole base on Duna, but that one was just crap. It kind of sucks. And in my interplanetary KSP movie, and actually both my KSP movies, I went to Duna and back. I love going to Duna and back, and planets and back in general. So let me know, guys, do you prefer, like me, like setting up bases on planets? Or do you prefer me, like doing a mission to a planet and coming back? Like, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like the movies or the the actual videos where I talk? But anyway, we're deploying those radiators and solar panels again then, because even though Duna has an atmosphere, it is not thick enough to protect our Kerbals from harmful radiation. So we need to make sure we keep them safe. Anyway, they are all EVA'd here. The entire planet is their backyard. They can do lots of exploration. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.